name is Melvina Queen. I'm one of the co-presidents for the UVA Club of Tidewater, and I just want to welcome everybody for kind of like what we want to call an amateur cupcake decorating hour. It probably will run less than an hour, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys can see me. I'm going to probably tilt my camera at times so that you can see my workstation. So you probably won't see my face, but you'll be able to hear me and see what I'm doing. I am an amateur baker, so do not by any means think that I'm from Twisted Sisters. I just, you know, have baked over the years, and I thought this would be a really good, fun activity for us to get together as friends and family. I do want to kind of highlight one of our activities that we're going to have later in the week. So if you're interested, we're going to have a professor doing a speaker series. Professor Stan Stepanek will be doing vampires and disease. So he's going to be talking about the whole mythology of vampires and how that kind of goes into plagues and pandemics. So that should be something really exciting. So if you've seen the email, please sign up for that. That's going to be 7 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock. Melissa, do you remember? So that will be on Thursday. So just look out for that. And I would like to kind of point to my co-host, Melissa. So my co-president, she's here with all of her nieces and her son. So you guys can see her. I see Chase. He just kind of poked in. Hi, Chase. I get something. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So I want to make sure that everybody got the same kits. So you should have gotten a little box like this with your icings inside and your sprinkles. So we have a vanilla icing that's kind of tainted a little orange, so it's been tinted a little bit, and then you should have a chocolate as well. And you should have 2 sets of sprinkles. One looks like a birthday mix, and the other is a blue and orange and white crystal. And then you should have your cupcakes. So.
No good. Yes. I wonder, do you think I could zap this in the microwave to get it soft?
It might get kind of runny.
I know. Maybe I'll Google that.
Especially the chocolate one. You might be a little disappointed in how runny it is. It might come undone.
Yeah.
So. And does everybody have a pair of scissors? Because the bags are not pre-cut, so you're going to have to cut the end of your bag in order to. But before you cut, don't cut just yet. I just want to make sure you're going to cut it correctly. So it depends on what you guys want to do on your cupcake. So if you want to do just like a nice swirl, you would naturally just kind of like cut like a little beveled shape. In fact, I have a little picture here that you guys can see. So instead of cutting it straight, you're going to cut it with a little bit of a concave curve. And so I actually have one of my tips because you're trying to get it to be straight. And so you kind of want it to have like a little bit of a hole that's going to be even. And so if you cut it straight, it's going to have a tip. So if you're looking for a nice little swirl, you're going to cut it this way. If you're going to just do some writing, like you just kind of want to put a few lines on it, you're just going to cut the tiniest little tip, just a little hair off of it. You can also do a leaf pattern. So let me draw a leaf pattern for you guys if you want to do that. That's super easy as well. So if you have your bag, you're just going to just draw this in really quick.
5 seconds.
You're just gonna kind of draw, like you're gonna cut like a little slit. So like you're gonna go in, and then it's gonna have like a little lip, and then you can just do little leaf patterns. So really, even if you don't have like a tip and you don't have like a coupler, which I don't know if you guys know what couplers are, but even if you don't have a tip and you don't have like a bunch of couplers where you can like put this into the bag and do your own tip, you can still use a piping bag alone to decorate your cupcakes.
I think it's really cool.
Good.
So did everyone have any questions about the tip? Do you guys have scissors?
Last chance. Does anybody want some icing on the inside of their cupcake?
Okay.
Okay.
Inside.
So I think I'm gonna do a small one for now, and then I can also go back and do a leaf tip later if I wanted to. Because you could just do even strokes across your cupcake. You could just go across it and then just kind of like do like little lines across it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so what I normally do is it's always about the speed that you do it, the pressure that you hold the bag, and the angle. So if I'm going to just like give it nice light pressure and go all the way across in a bunch of lines across my cupcake, and then you see that it's like that.
What?
Yep, yours is already open too.
So if you guys want to go ahead and do that,
Yeah.
Don't
if
cover
you
up
make
that.
your tip slightly bigger, you can do a swirl. So I can take the same tip and just cut it a little bit larger. I'm getting icing on my counter.
It's going to be
And then I
delicious.
can start from the outside and just swirl in.
You know,
Ooh, that's pretty.
you do it with me.
Kind of like a little emoji. So you can always do that. And so I always just start on the outside. I'll just go back on top of this one. Start on the outside and then work your way in. And then you just get this little cute little thing there.
Is the capital? Is the capital to do it? Great. I want this.
So
I'm
I'm gonna try to cut a, I'm trying to cut a little petal going on. Let me get a little leaf tip going on here so you can see I kind of cut into it a little bit. Let's see if I can get little petals coming out of here. It's a little soft. Like I said, this icing is a little bit softer than I'm used to. I like a little stiffer icing if you're going to do petals and stuff like this.
Extra neat sprinkles.
Anytime you're trying to decorate and get some nice shapes, you're going to want to
Do you want the vanilla
have a
on
stiffer
top?
icing.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
It's a nice, really creamy, nice, really creamy vanilla bean that Twisted Sisters was able to put together for us. Almost looks like a sunflower this way. Kind of interesting. What do you guys think? A little bit. How does it taste? That's the big part. It's actually really good. Let's see, how do they look? I can't see your workstations. And if you ever mess up, you can always just take like a little butter knife, or like I like an offset spatula like this. And you can always just kind of ice it just like, you know, how our moms used to do it. Just go back over, smooth it all out, and just ice in it just like a regular cupcake. And then you can just put icing on, sprinkles on top of that. So very, very simple. And it's always fun because it's always going to taste the same, regardless if you mess up or not, right? You can even do some ribbons when you're decorating. Just trying to get a little fancy a little bit. I'm gonna alter this one again just to make it a bigger hole this time. So I can go back to the swirl technique, trying to get a little bit of that curve so it comes out really nice. I'll go back down again. Again, just starting on the outside, going all the way around, and then swirling in, just covering that cupcake. Again, this icing, and the more you touch your bag, the more your icing's gonna warm up a little bit, so it will get a little softer as you work with it. So I always try to hold it on the outside, so you're kind of like squeezing it from the top and not really touching the whole bag. So they actually really gave us a lot of icing, which is really cool. So, and if you really wanted to get fancy, if you had an extra piping bag, you could put them together into another piping bag, and you could get a swirl. So if you ever want to put, if you ever have like regular just white vanilla bean icing and then you wanted to put a little color, you can always streak a little color into your bag, and then you can do a little swirl, and it's going to have that cute little color that's going to spiral all the way through it. So. How are the kids doing? We got some little wahoos, and oh, I see little hands waving. All right, so I'm gonna grab some sprinkles. So what do you guys think about these blue and orange sprinkles with little white dragies in them? So I'm gonna take some and just sprinkle them on top. Let me show you again. Some of these blue ones. I want some of my little birthday cake mix as well. Just be careful with your teeth on these. Sometimes I'm like, it's like rock candy sometimes. And you're gonna definitely have a lot of sprinkles left over. So you'll have sprinkles for forever. Because I am gonna have to use that again for another cupcake batch at some point. I'm just gonna play around with some of these colors. I'm gonna interlock the orange with my chocolate. Just get a little fun with it. You can really do anything you want with these cupcakes. And I think that Twisted Sisters, like, I've been buying their cupcakes for a while. I think they have really just moist and delicious cupcakes. So if you ever want to go and support their business, with it being a local Tidewater business, and if you've never had their cupcakes, I just, really just want to let you know that they're delicious, and you should totally go back and try some of their cupcakes. I know I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so they have like a butterbeer cupcake that they have occasionally. One of my favorite cupcakes that they do is a red velvet. So I don't know what your favorite cake is, but they have everything. When you guys went to go pick up your cupcakes yesterday, I think they had a caramel brulee cupcake. Did anyone try that? I know, Melissa, you picked up some extra cupcakes while you were there. What flavors? I might have to unmute you. Are you eating one now? That looks good. You have to unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Michael, can you unmute Melissa? I know she's trying to say something.
I've been trying to, but it's not
Oh.
there we go.
There she is. What
Sorry
flavor
about
is that, Melissa?
Yeah, so I had extra frosting just in case the kids ran out. You know how kids are. So what I did is I piped extra icing into the middle of one of the cupcakes.
Oh, nice.
So that's a nice surprise when you bite in.
How did you get it in? Do you have a special tip for the middle?
Actually, I see, yes. Actually, I just took a plastic spoon and I just put it in the middle and turned it around, and that's all I needed. Yeah.
I have a really long, skinny tip. Like, it's kind of like this, but it's a little bit thinner. And when the cupcake's warm, you can actually get like stuff piped into the center of the cupcake. So it's actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the whole bunch here.
Nice.
This one,
No, you got them on it. So right here, you have
So.
That's the icing tea.
Mhm.
Wait, you got icing on it. I love her style.
You love the chocolate and the vanilla?
Listen, show that icing on her.
Yeah.
Lori, how's yours going?
You have icing on your nose too.
There, look, is that one?
Mhm.
I'm a really quick decorator when it comes to cupcakes, so mine are all done. So you guys can see what I've did. So even with not having a tip, you can do so many different things with like decorating, you know, your cupcakes. So you don't have to go to like Michael's and get a bunch of like decorator tips. You can kind of just like have a plastic bag or even use a Ziploc bag.
Wow, yours look professional.
Mommy,
That's
look
awesome.
at mine.
Well, normally I would use like a professional tip, so it would be a little bit cleaner, but this is fun. Because even, I mean, if you don't have something, like let's say you're traveling and you want to make something look fun, you can still do that. So, and the best thing is you can still stick it back into the container and you can take it to work so you don't eat all of them like I want to.
I'm taking them to work, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna use it rounds. It's fine. There's always someone.
Yeah, I
So
think
Tori,
what
can I
icing.
see yours? Can you ankle down?
Me?
Tori.
No.
We got a Tori and a Lori. Hi, Tori. Oh, nice. You had a little, you have a little star tip.
Yeah, I had a bunch of different tips. My grandmother loves to bake, so I stole some of her first today.
That's
Those are
awesome.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And I wanted to mention, if you guys don't mind taking a photo of all of your finished cupcakes so we can post them on our Facebook page, that would be great. Like you can either email them to me or you can post directly to our Facebook page. And that way we can kind of advertise events like this because we just want to do something different. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we have a lot of drinking activities. And I'm not shy to say, like, obviously I love Jefferson Vineyards and like I love wine, but you know, we want to do stuff that's like inclusive of everybody. So
Nice. Okay.
yeah.
Guys, why do you just want blue? Because I do. Because you don't like no more colors.
No, you ate all the frosting off of yours already, huh?
So how do they taste? I'm not gonna eat mine just yet because I've got to like save room for dinner later. But how do they taste so far? Because I see Chase is like got blue icing and
Good.
you've got blue icing, Chase. I see you.
Mine tastes as good, but I'm still doing them.
Oh, okay. Can we see it?
Let's see. Oh, there you are. Can you see it?
Wow, that's like mile high. That's a lot of icing.
That's more icing than cupcake, I think.
Yeah, well, make sure you get a picture before you take a bite into it.
Yeah.
That's a rainbow.
Yeah.
We might see a rainbow in a little bit because I think it's going to rain here.
It's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
That looks so good. Oh, I see you. Like that. Does that taste really good? Do you like the vanilla bean one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And another thing that I want to point out is whenever you add color to your icing, just make sure that you don't add too much because it will change the taste of your icing. So all of the really like bright to vibrant colors will kind of taste more like chemically. They'll have that like chemical kind of like off taste to it. So if you've ever had like navy blue icing or black icing and it gets all over your tongue and you just like have that, like it kind of has that little like chemical taste to it that you don't really like. So.
For me. Okay. Please. Yay, still up us.
Hey, Nancy. I saw Nancy earlier. How are you doing?
Here's my design. There you go. That's.
Oh, you've got to unmute.
Say hi. Hi again.
I'm good. Thanks for meeting me.
Oh, you're welcome. Anything I could do to make this successful.
Yeah.
How do your cupcakes look?
Like some of those little ones did them.
Hey, it's a
They're,
start.
let's see. They're all right.
They look good.
Get my
Yeah.
computer over.
I like that you're using both of the colors on all of them. That looks great. That looks really good. And it's still going to taste the same, regardless.
Right.
That's the best part about it.
These will be my son's graduation cupcakes.
Exactly.
Chase says it has a
See, Beth, like once your stuff thaws out, you're going to be fine. It's going to taste so good.
Kelly, you yours. I am.
Yeah.
I
I think it's safe to put the icing away now.
I feel like this. So you look like this.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I use it with a spoon.
You're so silly.
Just smooth it out. If you ever mess up, you can always take it off and start over. It's all good.
All right, let's
Everyone,
away. Oh dear.
you guys are still working. I'm like, what's going on? I'm curious to see.
Yeah. I'll have to
Anyone
do
else want to
mine
hold
later.
stuff up?
Mine's not ready.
Oh, let's see. Nice. You guys have a lot of sprinkles going on. I love the sprinkles. Oh yeah, you did one just like, kind of did one like me. The stripe.
It's
I like
yummy.
Is it
It's
yummy?
Yeah.
How yummy is it? Like how yummy? Show me your arms. Like how yummy? Like 10? This many? You get a 10? Oh, that much?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got onions there because you got blue.
Looks good. So it looks like everybody's finished. Kind of. Chase is still blue icing it up. Lori, how'd yours turn out?
I did basic,
Oh,
did, UVA.
Oh, wow. You don't even have to take a picture of the UVA one.
Orange Swirl.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it.
Sometimes like the minimal decoration is the best, and it's like super neat and it's just like cute. So I'm gonna like to see like all 6 of yours in like a cute little picture, so you can post it to Facebook. So
Lori, love the UVA. That's great. Nice job.
it's fantastic.
UVA
That's
on
great.
yours? You want me to put UVA on yours?
what is that?
It's the school I went to. That's why we're doing this.
So did anybody have any questions about anything? I'm not a professional baker, but I can probably answer some things just from years of baking myself.
Do you have any questions? No?
No? Everybody have fun? I know this is like a
Yes.
short, kind of quick get together.
Cute
It's going
idea.
to take you longer to eat them than to decorate them.
It was a cute idea. Nice
Yeah,
thing
Thank
you
that's
did.
a
you.
good idea. I like
Yeah.
it.
So we do have another thing. We're still trying to finalize the date, but we're going to do a cookie decorating. So we're trying to look for a date either in July or August, and we'll kind of get together and do this again. So it'll be something very quick and short, probably like 6 cookies in a pack, and then like 3 icings. So, and then I will probably not lead that. I'm not a cookie person, so I'm not a cookie decorating person. I love to eat cookies, obviously. So, all right. Well, if that is everything, I will. If no one else has any questions, I'll go ahead and let you guys go enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Just make sure you take some pictures and send us some pictures of your beautiful
I will.
cupcakes.
I'll wait
All
for
right.
to get soft.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Bye. Enjoy.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Melvina.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Michael.
Sure
Bye.
thing. Thanks,
That was
everybody.